y'all, so I am actually here to do a video on the things that helped me get through my first trimester. I am about 19 weeks now, so I am well into my second trimester. However, I wouldn't have gotten through that first trimester without these items. So I figured I would share them with you because maybe they're going to help you in your first trimester, or if you're ever thinking about having a baby, maybe you can jot these down and remember them. I don't know. But I have found it useful to see what other mamas have used and to try to figure out, you know, what I really should spend money on. You know what I mean? This is my second pregnancy, so some of these items I did use with Nash, and some items I have added this time around. So, first of all, if you want to know a little bit more about what I experienced in my first trimester, I have a video all about that, and I will link it below so that you can find out more about my first trimester. But just to kind of paraphrase, it sucked. I felt like poop, I looked like poop, and I had no energy. So yeah, it was really rough for me. I was really sick, I was really tired, my skin was really bad, my hair was like really greasy, and wow. So anyways, first of all, I wanted to share with you something that I used to kind of hydrate my skin because I felt like it was oily to dry. You know, I never had like a happy medium. But the thing that I have used since like I found out I was pregnant until now is this Mama Bee. It is actually called Belly Butter. It is shea butter and vitamin E. It is by Burt's Bees, and you can find it at Target or Amazon. But yeah, I started using this, and I literally use it all over my body, not just my belly. So I actually love it, and it's nice because it doesn't leave you with like that cakey lotion feel, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't like to feel greasy, I like to feel moisturized, and this leaves you with that kind of feeling. So it's awesome, you should try it if you haven't already. Second off, my face was just crazy town. It still kind of is, but yeah. So I didn't want to like cake makeup on it because I didn't want to add more irritant to an already irritated canvas. So I went to Ulta and I went in the Tarte section, and I absolutely love Tarte makeup now. And yeah, so I used the Tarte, the concealer, and I use the Amazonian Clay powdered foundation. So I got this Amazonian Clay BB tinted moisturizer, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much. It's wonderful because on days where I feel like irritated or I just don't want to put on a lot of makeup, I slop this on, put a little bit of concealer on, put some mascara and some blush on, and I'm done. So I absolutely love that, and I am in the color light. And it's really nice because it's oil-free, antioxidant rich, so it's got some added little things. Okay, so then thirdly, in like the beauty category, I have been obsessed with Maybelline's Baby Lips. It is just a lip moisturizer. So I was using the EOS, is that right? EOS lip balm, and then I found that it was not really moisturizing my lips. So I found this, I have it just in the clear color. So it's just the blue, it's like the clear color, nothing, no tint or anything. And I love to use this. I use it every single day. I put it on, and then I put on my lipstick and then everything else. So I absolutely love it. And if you haven't checked it out, you should, because it's awesome. Okay, moving on to like supplements and vitamins. So like I said, I was extremely nauseous. With Nash, I was very nauseous, but not to the extent that I was with this pregnancy. I never threw up this pregnancy, thank God, so far, but I was like constantly gagging. So I consulted with my ginger root. Yeah. So I used ginger root with Nash, and it really helped. I also got like the ginger, like Preggy Pops, I think is what they were called. I didn't get them this time around. I probably should have, but I didn't. I stuck with this and ginger ale, and it seemed to really help. But honestly, it was just this constant nausea that nothing really helped, but this did help to relieve it a bit. So this is by Solaray, and it's just a lot of ginger, and it worked, I guess. And then I was taking the Honest prenatal vitamins. I noticed that I started to, I don't know, something about them was not doing well with my system. So I started looking around, and then I remembered that I had used the Infamil prenatals and the, I want to say Similac? I don't know, prenatals with NASH. And so I went back to that, and I actually had a bunch of coupons, so I was able to like kind of stock up, which was nice. And so that has really helped me. Like I'm not as, yeah, I don't have any of the issues that I had before. And also I tried like the gummy prenatals, and they made me really sick. Like they made me more nauseous than I already was. So I went just back to the normal, you know, I don't know, I guess cheaper versions, and I really love those. And I feel like, you know, the baby's getting everything that he needs, and I am too, so that's awesome. Okay, and then one of the last few things that I really needed my first trimester. Now food was really, like I had a love-hate relationship with food my first trimester, because I didn't want anything. Like I did not want to eat because I knew it was gonna make me feel sick. So I really stuck with very bland, if I wanted anything, I wanted like pastries and sugary things. So I really tried to stick with things that were a little bit healthier, but really easy to eat and just kind of, I don't know, bland. So Nutri-Grain bars, the soft bake, these really saved my butt. I literally keep a huge box of them at work in my desk so that I can just eat them throughout the day. Because literally there were some mornings where I just ate like 3 of these for my breakfast with a little bit of yogurt, and that was it, because I just could not handle anything else. So those really helped. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, my first trimester, of course, I wasn't like showing or anything that much. But I was getting like really bloated and uncomfortable at night. And so my sister lent me her Boppy wedge. So I didn't have this with NASH. And this has mostly come in handy coming into my second trimester when I'm starting to get that bump. But I really did find this really comfortable to keep myself from laying on my back or anything. And honestly, when you're on your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, ninth, additional baby, I think that you just start to show quicker. Your body like starts to just change a lot faster. And so I really found this to be really comfortable. So that was another little must-have. And honestly, like I said, it's really coming in more handy now, and I'm sure later on in the pregnancy. Okay, so those are the items that I have to share with you from my first trimester that kind of were like my must-haves. I hope that y'all like this video. Let me know below what you needed in your first trimester of pregnancy, or if you have any questions for me. Again, this is not a sponsor video or anything, but I always like to do these kind of videos where maybe if you're a pregnant mom, or you're thinking about getting pregnant, or you have a pregnant friend or sister or whatever, then you will have some ideas to get them or get yourself. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye y'all.